What if the biggest thing stopping your online income is a myth? What if you could sell services online without owning a website? Most people believe a website is required for online success. They spend weeks building pages nobody ever visits. They purchase domains before finding a single customer. They invest money before proving their service could sell. Then they wonder why results never appear. Meanwhile, others are quietly earning without websites. They are landing clients through simple online platforms. They are closing deals using tools everyone already has. Their secret is surprisingly simple. They focus on customers instead of complicated systems. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a valuable skill. Imagine knowing someone needs that skill today. Imagine connecting with that person immediately. No coding would be required. No expensive designer would be needed. No technical knowledge would stand in your way. Sounds impossible to many beginners, yet thousands of freelancers do exactly this. They understand a powerful truth. People do not buy websites. People buy solutions to problems. Businesses pay for results. Clients pay for convenience. Customers pay for outcomes they desire. The platform used is often secondary. Think about a local business owner. They need more customers. They care about growth. They care about profits. They care about saving time. They do not care whether your website looks fancy. They care whether you can help them. This single realization changes everything. Suddenly the barriers begin to disappear. Suddenly the online world becomes more accessible. Suddenly opportunities appear everywhere. Many successful freelancers started with nothing. They had no website. They had no large audience. They had no expensive equipment. What they did have was determination. They also had a willingness to learn. Most importantly, they took action. Action creates opportunities that planning alone never can. Every successful online seller begins somewhere. The first client rarely arrives perfectly. The first offer is rarely flawless. The first message is often uncomfortable, yet they continue moving forward. Step by step, they gain confidence. Client by client, they build momentum. Soon, strangers begin paying for their expertise. The question is how they actually do it without a website. Let us follow the journey of a beginner named Alex. Alex wanted to earn money online. He believed he needed a professional website first. Weeks passed without progress. He spent hours comparing website builders. He watched countless tutorials. He researched domains and hosting plans, yet he still had no customers. One day, he asked a simple question: what if clients mattered more than websites? That question changed everything. Instead of building pages, he built conversations. Instead of designing logos, he searched for problems. Instead of waiting, he started reaching out. His service was social media management. Small businesses needed help with online marketing. Many owners were overwhelmed with daily tasks. They lacked time to create content. They struggled to stay consistent online. Alex recognized an opportunity. He created a simple portfolio using a document. He included examples of his work. He added clear descriptions of results. He listed the services he offered. Then he shared it through direct messages. He joined online communities where business owners gathered. He participated in discussions. He answered questions generously. He focused on providing value first. People began noticing his expertise. Trust slowly started to develop. A restaurant owner replied to one of his comments. The owner mentioned struggling with engagement. Alex offered a few free suggestions. The advice produced positive results. The owner became curious. A conversation turned into a meeting. A meeting turned into an opportunity. Soon, Alex received his first paying client. The payment arrived before he ever built a website. That experience taught him an important lesson. Customers rarely buy because of a website alone. They buy because confidence has been established. They buy because they trust a person. They buy because they believe results are possible. Many successful freelancers follow the same pattern. They use social media profiles as their storefront. They use messaging apps as communication channels. They use online platforms to showcase credibility. They use testimonials to strengthen trust. Each interaction becomes a sales opportunity. Each conversation becomes a chance to help someone. Each satisfied client becomes proof of value. This approach often works faster than building a website, but there is a surprising twist most people never expect. Most people think selling online is about being everywhere. They believe success comes from more platforms. They assume they need more followers. They chase bigger audiences every day. Yet the truth is often the opposite. The biggest obstacle is not visibility. The biggest obstacle is trust. A person can have thousands of followers. They can post content every day. They can even own a beautiful website, yet they may still struggle to get clients. Why does this happen? Because attention alone does not create sales. Trust creates sales. This realization changes the entire game. Think about how people make buying decisions. They look for signs of credibility. They search for proof. They want reassurance before spending money. They want confidence before taking risks. A website can can help with that, but it is not the only way. In many cases, personal interaction works even better. A direct conversation feels human. It allows questions to be answered instantly. It removes uncertainty. It creates connection. Connection builds confidence. Confidence leads to action. Consider two service providers. The first has a professional website. The second has no website at all. The first waits for visitors to arrive. The second actively starts conversations. The first hopes someone notices their offer. The second learns exactly what clients need. The first relies on passive traffic. The second creates opportunities through outreach. Which person is more likely to get clients quickly? The answer surprises many beginners. The person creating real relationships often wins. Relationships are the hidden currency of online business. They are more valuable than many people realize. One satisfied client can introduce several others. One successful project can generate referrals. One positive review can influence future buyers. Momentum begins with a single trusted interaction. This is why many freelancers earn consistent income. They focus less on tools and more on people. They focus less on appearance and more on results. They focus less on perfection and more on action. Suddenly, selling services without a website seems possible. In fact, it starts to look like an advantage, but there is an even deeper strategy that separates top earners from everyone else. The highest earners understand a principle most beginners overlook. They do not sell services first. They sell outcomes first. This distinction may seem small, yet it changes everything. Most freelancers describe what they do. They talk about tasks and features. They list technical skills. They explain software tools. Clients rarely get excited by any of that. Clients care about results. They care about solving problems. They care about achieving goals. They care about saving time and money. Imagine a business owner losing customers. They are worried about declining sales. They are frustrated by poor marketing. They are searching for answers. They do not want social media posts. They want more customers. They do not want graphic designs. They want stronger brand recognition. They do not want advertising campaigns. They want profitable growth. The service is only the vehicle. The result is the destination. Successful sellers understand this difference. They position themselves as problem solvers. They focus every conversation on outcomes. Their offers become easier to understand. Their value becomes easier to recognize. Their services become easier to buy. This approach works across almost every industry. Writers sell increased engagement. Designers sell stronger visual impact. Marketers sell business growth. Consultants sell clarity and direction. Video editors sell audience retention. Every service connects to a desired outcome. The top sellers make that outcome obvious. They also make buying simple. They avoid overwhelming prospects with complexity. They explain their process clearly. They communicate with confidence. They answer questions honestly. They provide examples whenever possible. They showcase testimonials from previous clients. They let results speak louder than promises. Trust continues to grow with every success story. More trust leads to more referrals. More referrals lead to more opportunities. More opportunities lead to consistent income. Eventually, clients start coming directly to them. At that point, the lack of a website hardly matters. But one final lesson determines whether this success lasts for years or disappears overnight. The final lesson is surprisingly simple. Consistency beats complexity almost every time. Many people spend months preparing. They keep searching for the perfect strategy. They keep waiting for the perfect moment. They keep improving things nobody sees. Meanwhile, opportunities quietly pass by. Successful service sellers take a different approach. They start before they feel ready. They learn while taking action. They improve through real experience. Every conversation teaches them something new. Every client reveals valuable insights. Every project strengthens their skills, and progress comes from movement. Confidence comes from repetition. Growth comes from consistent effort. This is where many people fail. They underestimate the power of daily actions. A single message may seem insignificant. One helpful comment may seem unimportant. One follow-up may appear unnecessary. Yet these small actions compound over time. They create momentum. Momentum creates visibility. Visibility creates opportunities. Opportunities create income. Income creates freedom. Freedom creates choices. The process begins with one step. Selling services online does not require perfection. It requires commitment. It requires patience. It requires persistence. Most clients will not appear instantly. Some prospects will ignore your messages. Some conversations will lead nowhere. Some offers will be rejected. That is part of the journey. Every successful entrepreneur experiences setbacks. The difference is they keep moving forward. They view rejection as feedback. They treat obstacles as lessons. They remain focused on long-term success. Over time, their efforts begin to compound. Referrals start arriving naturally. Testimonials begin building credibility. Their reputation starts working for them. Clients trust them before the first conversation. Opportunities become easier to find. What once seemed impossible becomes normal. And it all started without a website. Remember, people do not buy websites. People buy solutions. emotions, results, and trust. Master those three things, and your online service business can thrive anywhere.